proven, what could be now the punishment that comes with him? Because the bail hearing is now underway just for further investigation. But the charge is also serious of consumption, of procurement. What does that mean if proven for the 22-year-old? And second, when the Narcotics Bureau will push for further custody of Aryan Khan, what will they want to now investigate further? They have already taken the WhatsApp chats. The mobile has now been with the Bureau. What does the NCB now want to employ they will do with the extended custody if they manage to get it? Sahil.
It's very difficult to guess that what kind of punishment would be, because normally we have seen that whenever there is a bust of a rape party is busted, the people who are found with the narcotic substances on them are booked for the peddling charges, the distribution charges, the preparation charges, consumption charges and dealing in narcotics charges. The rest of the people, like we have seen that in Mumbai, there was a big drug raid happened in at Hotel Oakwood near Juhu, and almost around 100 people were nabbed by the Narcotics Control Bureau then. I remember that time all the people were tested for blood and urine, and after that they were let off. The people whose samples came positive for drugs, they were booked for consumption. And normally consumption in NDPS Act is treated as a victim. And most of the times the court asks them if the person has been found for the first time for consuming a drug, then normally the court asks the person to go through a rehabilitation program and report to the court again, which has happened in the case of Fardeen Khan as well. He was found with while buying a narcotic substance in Juhu, and then the case went on, and finally he had to go through the rehabilitation process and inform the court that now he has been rehabilitated. So that is normally the procedure. But here, what we can see now is that Aryan Khan, because he's part of the whole conspiracy racket, as mentioned in this affidavit, it clearly says that respondent further states that submits that a prima facie the investigation conducted clearly discloses offences made out with 8C, Section 20B, 27A, 29, 35 of NDPS Act, which means, if I, in a layman's language, they think that, it's clear that prima facie, the accused is involved in peddling, distribution, preparation, consumption, dealing, procurement, transportation for the purpose of narcotics, drugs and psychotropic substances. The remand application brings out the prima facie role and involvement of this accused as far as violation of this act are concerned.